Shalom and good rising, you guys. This is Jude, and I'm getting ready to do this rising's reading. It is April 30th. Catch that. Cleansing my energy. Plus, I just love the way this smells, man. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to hop right in because this is probably going to be a little lengthy, and I need to hurry up and get ready to move around and do something different this rising. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the signs who this may affect most to get that out of the way so I don't forget, and then I'm going to hop into the reading. So Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, and Aries. This can be anywhere. When I usually ask where this may most resonate, I am thinking about sun signs, but this can be your Mercury, your Venus, and really just anywhere in your chart. So that's that with that. Moving forward, I asked Spirit what energies were going on and what messages did they have for us today. The first card coming out of the Crystal Oracle deck is Citrine. Uh, it's so beautiful. And something just came back to my memory, which I'll explain in a little bit. So, Citrine, the powers and virtues deal with wealth, creativity, abundance, and healing. It says your financial concerns will soon begin to dissolve as a steady stream of abundance starts to flow into many areas of your life. This is not abundance solely on a monetary level, but abundance also of creativity and healing. You are being asked to let go of any fear and guilt that you may be holding on to in regards to your wealth and prosperity. Be thankful for the abundance that you are about to receive. Honor it and put it to use in ways that nurture and replenish your spirit. You deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. Lovingly recognize the abundance that you eternally hold within your heart, and you will manifest abundance through all that you think, say, and do. I also want to go out and say that something that Spirit just brought back to my memory was I looked up citrine one day when I was on a trip with my best friend. Hey, shout out to Jacole or Terica. And when I looked up citrine, I want to say, I could be wrong. Let me pause and come back. Okay, you guys, so it was the wrong stone I was about to get excited about. I was thinking that it was the yellow calcite, I believe. But anyway, citrine deals with, like they said, wealth and abundance. It actually, when I did look it up, it says that it can actually assist with getting quick money and not only getting it, but maintaining it. I think that that could be on a lot of our minds about coming into abundance and learning how to have a healthy relationship with money, specifically, though, and how to keep it. So, anyway, I know that that's personally true for myself. I've been really wanting to know how to do that. Anyways, the I'm sorry I took so long, but y'all probably won't even know that. But anyway, yeah, citrine deals with um, wealth, getting money, maintaining money, having financial success, basically, and even success with certain relationships like friendships, business partnerships, romantic relationships. It can help attract. Um, it can help to attract love to you. Also, it offers protection, and it also helps to balance a lot of things within the body. Certain It helps with your digestive system and all of that kind of stuff. So I just think that's amazing. I know that's some things that I personally need some assistance with. So anyway, that's really great. Venus card. So the Venus card came out. Oh, I'm finished with this so I can don't hit it along. But I love how Spirit was saying be grateful for what's about to happen. Um, I think some of us are about to make certain moves that are going to um that are literally going to aid in bringing the abundance quicker that we've always been hoping for and been knowing. Okay, what's coming. Moving on, the Venus card. Venus is, and these were the cards that I feel like most high help us give us insight on what energies we might be in. Venus card is associated with love, fertility, and beauty. And it is all about what you actually value, such as money and possessions, but also your ideals. So, love, relationships, and partnerships are also indicated if the Venus card is revealed. I feel like with this being in the middle, this could be what's influencing our thoughts about abundance and wealth. You know, it could be a partnership, it could be a love relationship, or it could just be the type of person that we want to be for the people that we care about, be it friends, family, or romantic partners. We could be thinking about how we can be better for them, how we can generate abundance and create that for ourselves. Also, some of us could value um, getting into a place where we can actually truly manifest that so that we can have the type of love life that we desire, the type of partnerships that we desire, both in business and in life. So I feel like this, us wanting to be true to what it is that's very important to us, is causing us to think about ways that we can manifest abundance. Moving on, the next card that came out as far as energy was, oh, that's so funny, Teresa of Avila. Some of us had to go within to really figure out what our values were, and we've gotten clear about it, and now because of that, stuff is getting ready to happen. Um, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive. Ah, beautiful. Neptune is the next energy, and it says that this is Neptune governs the human drives such as imagination, compassion, and psychic experiences. And bundled or connected with those ideas are issues of sacrifice and obligation. Balancing between giving and resentment can feature large with this card. So I feel like some of us could be dealing with that. Some of us could be experiencing maybe giving so much of ourselves to somebody that we begin to resent them. Maybe we're going to have to learn about balance. You know, that also is the number 21 with the 3 on the card. Some of us could be intuitively picking up on that, and we could be getting ready to make some changes to make that balance. Venus is the number 16, which ends up being number 7. I'm going to read that understanding real quick because I didn't get a chance to do it in one of the other things. Let's get the spiritual meaning of of number 7. Excuse me, y'all. I apologize. Get the spiritual meaning of number 7. So, I don't want this one. I think I want another one with numerology. Okay. Oh, that's the angel number. Anyways, it's highly associated with intuition, mysticism, inner wisdom, and knowing, and a deep inward knowing. The number 7 combines hardworking number 4 with mystical and creative number 3. And as a result, the angel number 7 carries a meaning that are both practical as well as mystical. So I think that's beautiful. Um, I feel like some of us are having to learn to balance practicality with our belief systems, with our knowing and inner wisdom. Um, a lot of us could be seers, um, what some people would call witches, but that's not what I would call us. We're just healers, empaths, all that. We could be coming to this place of having to learn how to utilize our gifts to make room for us, utilize our gifts to create the lifestyles that we need to lead, that we desire to lead, but in a practical way. Maybe before we've struggled with that, okay? You struggle with knowing what to do, how to do it to where you could be in your life purpose, walking in your life purpose, but also manifesting abundance and wealth to take care of yourself and to be able to assist others. This is coming into play now, and I think that's amazing, especially with citrine. We've been thinking about how to do that, and the Venus card indicates that that's been our influence the entire time. So our purpose, our values, these are what are leading us to this abundance. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, Neptune. What did we say Neptune was about, y'all? Yeah, sacrifice and obligation and balance in between giving to people and eventually giving so much where you have resentment. That is the number three. Let's get the spiritual understanding of number three. What is the number three? So that's talking about the heart, mind, and body being in the heart. Sorry, I said the mind, body, and spirit. That's what I meant to say. Being in alignment with one another, which still to me represents a lot of balance. Having faith and confidence in yourself, in your purpose, and the desires that you have. Let's see what it talks about in numerology. Is there a numerology understands in? Let me put numerology in here because I feel like these people ain't gonna give me what I want unless let me put numerology up in here. Otherwise, they're not gonna give me that. Okay. It deals with remembering the divinity that we have within ourselves. So it deals with the divine. I'm gonna stop right there because it's gonna draw on too long. So, anyways, those are the understandings. We got "It's Safe for You to Love" as my bookmark. I think that's kind of funny but cute. Whatever. Let's put that up. And my other bookmark was Teresa of Avila, which means going inside oneself. That's been a recurring theme coming up in the Rise and Reading so far. All right. Moving on, guys. Sorry I'm taking so long. So the next card that came out in asking for understanding and messages for today's energy, we got from the Moonology deck, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. It is the mutable moon. So let's see what understanding that brings. It's all about change, shape shifting, even something that is still developing. Says that this card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuvering. So take it as a sign that the situation that you're asking about is far from over or far from being finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means that you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because then you can still influence it. But for others, others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. Something that we should keep in mind is that we know that the best will unfold for us. It says additional meanings for the card. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you right now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? It's time to focus. And then it also deals with stay with it, whatever that means to you. So then it says the teaching. In astrology, there are three so called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. That's so funny. My love is Virgo sign. Anyway, and when the moon is in one of these signs, then you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Where's my phone? Where did I put it? Where in the heck did I put my other phone? Other phone, where are you? In my face. How hilarious. Let's see what sign the moon is in now. Pisces. Okay. So, anyways, oh, yep, it's in a mutable sign. Come through. I don't know who this number is. Hold on, guys. I gotta answer this just in case. Okay, that was a no call. I mean, I don't know what it was. Anyway, Is going to be more flexibility in a situation. Anytime that you pull this card, it suggests that there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Awesome sauce. Um, let's sit with that for a minute. Nothing is yet in stone. I feel like with this dealing with having a lot of water here, I feel like this is our emotions being affected a lot by this. Feelings. Feelings that are subject to possibly even change. Look at this. They almost look identical. One looks like way thicker than the other one, but they're doing similar things. This one on the card is fuller, but I just thought that was nice and that's cool. Anyway, yeah, maybe there have been some decisions that were made recently and it's not set in stone yet. It can still change, it can still be altered. I'm not going to go any further because I feel like some of the other meanings that we did read could apply with some of us. Take what resonates with you, leave whatever does not. Moving on. From the Lightworkers Oracle deck, we got Don't Dim to Fit In. And they said, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I definitely feel like this could be something that we are doing, guys. Maybe you've been making a decision to remain in something that you know is not for you. And it's because you care about people. You're attached to folks. You care about them. If it's not even that, you could just be not operating at your full capacity for fear of harming someone, or I don't know, hurting somebody's feelings or making somebody look bad. Hell, maybe you don't want to look bad. Maybe there are some things that you used to believe in that you no longer believe in now, and now you're ready to speak on the things that spirit has been teaching you, that you have found to be truth, but because you know it could be controversial, you're not speaking out about it. And in a way, that's also you dimming to fit in. Not being true to who you are, not being true to even maybe your calling because of maybe traditions or beliefs, the limiting beliefs of others, or maybe even yourself. Moving on, I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm not gonna stay on that long. The next card that came out, oh, I knew I forgot to bring out a book. The Ancestors and Oracles deck is the other book lit. And the summer card came out. And it says bask in joy and light. And I don't know, but just the other day, like when I was sitting out in the sun, I felt like summer. I felt like I had got a idea of the summer. But you know what? I feel like this also has something to do with, I feel like the summer is going to bring some stuff for some of us. Let's go get summer. I don't want to look too long for this because I don't want this to be a long and drawn out reading. Let's get the table of contents. I need summer. Where is summer? 142. All right, so let's see what summer is talking about. So it says the message is that we should rise up. First of all, I have to say that I heard the phrase a couple of weeks ago, there's an army rising up. And it just came in my head, and then that was it. That's what I heard. So to see rise up, I just think that's cool. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light. into manifestation. It says summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom, animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. Extended message. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intention. I just definitely feel like this is talking about clarity coming. I feel like it's dealing with healing as well, rising up, shining your light. And I think that's beautiful that it comes right after Don't Dim to Fit In. Yeah. Anyways, the next card that came out was You Deserve Love. You are lovable. I feel like this is definitely about us loving ourselves for sure. But even more importantly, this is about manifesting something that we desire too. This lady is taking aim at something. So that means it takes focus, it takes visualization, and then it takes action. And so I feel like that's probably how we're going to be moving. We're going to be loving on ourselves, making things happen that we've always desired, making our dreams come true. And that is going to be a form of love for us. I'm done. And when I was shuffling to get the angel therapy message, I got Archangel Michael, and where did it fall? It fell just like this in between, across summer and You Deserve Love. So the Archangel Michael card says you are working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. Boom, boom, boom. Moving forward, the next cards came from the traditional oracle deck, and they came out and fell out literally together side by side. It is the Hierophant and the Devil card. For some reason, I feel like this has everything to do with maybe a union that has been toxic. It's been more like a bondage thing. These two people probably connected off of some low vibrational energies. I just feel like they hadn't healed yet with the devil. They were still in bondage um to certain fears that they had that are all their own, but that's what connected them. That is what bound them together. And as a result, there's been jealousies, there's been confusion, a lot of sex, but confusion, disharmony, imbalance, deceit, lying. And what I love on this card is that both of them have the horns, just like the just like the other. So both of us are being toxic towards one another. I feel that it's a marriage just because of the Hierophant being here. Um, or at least this is how the people have been saying it is. It's a union, a commitment, a committed union. But it's been toxic energy. 5 here on this card, 6 on this card with the 15. I feel like both people need to love themselves. Both people need to go inside and do a whole lot of soul searching, a lot of introspection to heal. It's not that they're bad people, but the unhealed issues, the unresolved issues that are toxic for the both of them, is what's harming them. And it's affecting their union. I feel like Lessons have been learned. Even if the people don't really recognize that right now, lessons are being learned, have been learned, will continue to be learned. Both people, I also feel, are very spiritual people as well with the Hierophant here. They are spiritual leaders as well, but they got to work on some stuff. Oh, and then we went to the encouraging words of Jesus deck, and this is what came out as the. Oh, let me not go forward. I asked to clarify this energy of the devil and the Hierophant card. And the first card that came out to clarify was the King of Hearts, according to the Illumin Tarot deck, which is also considered the Emperor. Let's go ahead and open the book for that. Here we've got the King of Spades. King of Spades is wisdom, experience, authority. So I feel like both people are going to be learning from this. Remember, I did say learning and spiritual leaders and stuff like that. I feel like even if this isn't over, because this happens to be right underneath, nothing is yet set in stone. I feel like these two people could be a power couple with one another, spiritually speaking, but a lot of toxic behaviors are withholding that at this time, and so they're going to have to do what they need to come together at a later time, maybe. And anyway, which is the reason why there needs to be some flexibility at this time. But with this experience is coming wisdom and the authority to teach and lead the masses, like the Hierophant is capable of doing. So I feel like this has been a learning lesson for sure. And we got the Chariot as my bookmark. So I feel like this information, the lessons that we are learned, are going to be integrated. They're going to be integrated somehow into our lives, and it's going to cause us to literally be able to move forward with power and strategy. Moving on, that was that. The next card that came out was the Four of Hearts, or to me, also like the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I can't. It's the truth. Let's go get it. The Four of Hearts deals with the hesitation to try something new. That has definitely been my energy. So this particular thing is resonating the most with me. But hesitation to try something new. I feel like this is talking about changing behavioral patterns that are connected to emotional responses, okay? Maybe some of us could fear being on one's own. I know that's my mine. Fear of being alone, fear of having to take care of myself, for myself, fear of failure with that. But all of that has an emotional attachment from my youth to that. So moving on, fear of repeating also past mistakes. That is also ringing true for me because I fear that I could be making some of the same mistakes in my relationship that I did in a past one. And I really don't want to do that. I want to level up. I want to grow. I want to do better. I want to make better decisions. And so this is definitely true and resonating with me. Let's see what card was bookmarking. The Five of Swords. This is always a card for me of manipulation, mind games, stuff like that. I feel like that's just kind of been what's in this relationship too, part of the toxic energy that's been here. Moving on, the last and final card was the Three of Spades, which for me is the equivalent of the Three of Swords. But the Three of Spades is, according to the Illumin Tarot, it deals with learning to move beyond sorrow and hurt and understanding one's own feelings. That's also ringing true for me. So, baby, that's the truth. Anybody who else might be in a union like this one, similar to this lesson, we are being we're learning. We've had to tap into our feelings. We've had to really deal with our emotions and really try to come to the understanding of what they're from so that it can help us to move forward, help us to free ourselves from something that may not be healthy. With it will come emotional fulfillment, the Ace of Cups. It's like the Most High opening up the doors of heaven. of the universe, which is already here, and pouring out blessings that will overflow. That will be pressed down, shaken together, and still running over. So that's a lot of blessing. Beautiful. This was just my bookmark, but I feel like it goes. That's why I read it. And the last and final card that was pulled after it all was seek you first. You seek first. Us as individuals first. Seek the kingdom of the Most High. I believe that the kingdom of the Most High is within each and every one of us. We all have a part of the kingdom to bring forth, but you have to go within in order to find out what your part is. To get clear about what your part is and exactly how you will manifest the kingdom of the Most High God here for yourself and for your future partner if it is meant for you to have one. It says, seek you first the kingdom of God and his truth. That's what righteousness means to me, and his righteousness. And it deals with the laws of the Most High, the universal laws and truths of the Most High. Seek those. Begin to become them, embody them in your everyday life, in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. And then all these things shall be added unto you. Abundant. For those who desire a life partner, the life partner that is best suited for your purpose, for your highest good. These are the things. Everything that you see as ideal, maybe, that you've gotten from within yourself, from meditating, from learning who you are. Those are the things. That's like having the kingdom on earth. Being at peace, not having to fight and argue and struggle with ideas that are conflicting. That's also what the Five of Swords deals with. And the Five of Swords was holding on to what the last, the four, if I'm not mistaken. It was the bookmark for the Four of Hearts, the Five of Swords. So that's conflicting beliefs as well. With, and because this is in a committed union, clarifying the devil energy and the Hierophant, there are some people who are in connection and in union with people who you guys' beliefs totally conflict each other right now. And it could be a union that's supposed to be together, but at this time, you guys' beliefs conflict with one another, so it can't work. Somebody will always be trying to pull the other person to understand and believe what they believe. We don't have to do that. We don't have to struggle. We are called to peace. So with that being said, seek first the kingdom of the Most High. This is the understanding at the end of everything that we've learned about the energies going on today, and maybe even for the next couple of days. We are being instructed to seek within ourselves first. Seek what's true for us. Seek what is important to us at this time. What we want to manifest in this life. Why? And what actions we need to take to do so. And then everything else that we desire will come to us. That is all. That's been the Rise and Reading. I thank you guys. Shalom, shalom, shalom.